Good evening, Abundant Life family, and welcome to Wednesday's Encouragement in the Word. The story is told of a group of friends who went deer hunting and paired off in twos. That night, one of the hunters returned alone, staggering under an 8-point buck. "Where's Harry?" they asked. "He fell sick. He's a couple miles up the road." "You left Harry there and carried back the deer?" He said, "Well, I figured no one would steal Harry." Once again, another story of misplaced priorities. In Sunday's sermon from Luke chapter 14, verse 25 through 33, Jesus challenged the multitude concerning their greatest priority. As he walked along, he turned and said to them, "Unless you hate father and mother, wife and children, brothers and sisters, and yes, even your own life, you cannot be my disciple." Whoa, Jesus, God in flesh, tells the crowd that's following him to hate their family and hate their own life? How can this be? We learned on Sunday about 3 forms of hate. The first is a malicious and unjustifiable feeling towards another. Second, a right feeling of aversion or dislike for what is evil. And third, to prefer one thing over another. This is demonstrated in Matthew chapter 6, verse 24, where it says, "No man can serve 2 masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon." He's simply saying there may come a time where we'll have to make a choice. And the question is, will we love everyone and everything less than we love Christ? Will he have priority over all else? Not only that, he said in verse 27, "And whoever does not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple." As Jesus carried his cross, it was a symbol of death, pain, and humiliation. As we bear our cross, Jesus expects us to die to our own will and walk in obedience to his will. We may not be required to die physically, but are we willing if it's required of us? Jesus says counting the cost is what we must do before deciding to follow him. He supported this teaching by providing an illustration in verse 28, 29, and 30. "Which of you," he says, "intending to build a tower does not first sit down and count the cost, whether he is able enough to finish it, lest after he has laid the foundation and is not able to finish, all who see it will mock him, saying, 'This man began to build and was not able to finish.'" Jesus communicates to us in no uncertain terms that if we will be his disciples, he must have priority over everything and everyone in our lives. And we must be willing to die to ourselves and follow him. This is our mission, should we choose to accept it. Thank you for listening. God willing, we'll see you in Bible study. Bye now.